Welcome to our deep dive into the world of fake primate sanctuaries. You know, those places with names like Monkey Hugs Emporium or Chimpanzee Cuddle Fest. Look, I get it, primates are incredible creatures. They're intelligent, they're emotive, and frankly, some of them are just straight up adorable. But the sad reality is there are a lot of shady operations out there exploiting these animals for profit under the guise of sanctuary. Today, we're uncovering the red flags that can help you identify these fraudulent operations, because honestly, it's easier than you might think. So, buckle up, grab your detective hats, metaphorically, please, no need to alarm anyone, and let's expose some primate posers. Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the chimpanzee in the cage. If you walk into a supposed sanctuary and they're offering you the chance to cuddle a baby monkey or have a staring contest with a gorilla for an extra $20, turn around. Seriously, run. Reputable sanctuaries prioritize the well-being of their animals, and that means minimizing unnecessary human contact. These aren't domesticated pets. They're wild animals with their own complex social structures and needs. A true sanctuary understands that direct interaction with humans can be stressful and even dangerous for these animals. Think about it this way. You wouldn't want a bunch of strangers constantly poking and prodding you, would you? No, of course not. You'd probably unleash a torrent of very colorful language that would make a sailor blush. Now imagine you're a macaque monkey who just wants to eat your bananas in peace. Legitimate sanctuaries limit physical contact to essential care, like medical treatment. Their focus is on providing a safe and enriching environment where these animals can live with dignity, not be treated like props in a tourist trap. So remember, if they're pushing the whole hands-on experience, it's a major red flag. Okay, let's talk about baby animals. Yes, they're undeniably cute. Those big eyes, the clumsy movements, it's enough to melt even the coldest, deadest heart. Looking at you, Wall Street. But here's the thing, a genuine primate sanctuary should not have a constant influx of babies. Babies mean one thing, breeding, and breeding means profit. See, these shady establishments know that people can't resist a fluffy baby chimp. They'll happily shell out extra cash for a photo op, or a chance to bottle feed an infant orangutan. But here's the grim reality. Those babies are often forcibly removed from their mothers at a young age, causing immense distress and trauma to both. Legitimate sanctuaries, on the other hand, operate on a strict no-breeding policy. They're focused on providing a haven for animals who have been rescued from the exotic pet trade, roadside zoos or laboratory settings, not on churning out more babies to fuel a lucrative business. So, if you're seeing a surplus of newborns at a supposed sanctuary, be very, very wary. It's a clear indication that their priorities lie with profits, not with the welfare of the animals. All right, let's talk real estate, specifically primate real estate. A true sanctuary understands that these animals need space. And I'm not talking about a cramped cage where they can barely turn around. I'm talking about expansive, stimulating enclosures that mimic their natural habitats as closely as possible. Think about it. Primates in the wild spend their days swinging through trees, foraging for food, and interacting with their social groups. Sticking them in a barren concrete box is not only cruel, but it can also lead to a whole host of physical and psychological problems. Reputable sanctuaries invest heavily in creating spacious, enriching habitats for their animals. They provide climbing structures, foraging opportunities, and plenty of space for the primates to explore and socialize. They understand that these animals are highly intelligent and need mental stimulation to thrive. So if you visit a so-called sanctuary and find the primates living in cramped, sterile enclosures, that's a massive red flag. It suggests that the people running the place are more concerned with cost-cutting than with providing a humane and stimulating environment for the animals in their care. All right, folks, let's talk about the wonderful world of accreditation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Accreditation sounds about as thrilling as watching paint dry, but trust me on this one, it's actually incredibly important. You see, there's a big difference between a genuine sanctuary and a roadside zoo masquerading as one. And one of the best ways to tell the difference is by looking at their accreditation. The gold standard for animal sanctuaries is accreditation from the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, GFAS. These guys are the real deal. They have rigorous standards for animal care, financial transparency, and ethical operations. If a sanctuary has GFAS accreditation, you can be pretty damn sure they're doing things right. Now, you might also come across sanctuaries that claim to be USDA licensed. And while that sounds impressive, it's important to remember that the USDA's standards for animal welfare are, shall we say, a bit on the low side. They're more concerned with preventing the spread of disease than with ensuring the animal's psychological well-being. So, to sum it up, GFAS accreditation, good. USDA licensing alone, proceed with caution. No accreditation whatsoever, run, don't walk to the nearest exit. So there you have it, folks, the not-so-glamorous truth about the fake sanctuary industry. Remember, always do your research before supporting any animal sanctuary. Check for reputable accreditations like GFAS and be wary of any of the red flags we've discussed. Remember, these animals deserve to live in peace and dignity, not be exploited for profit. By being informed and discerning, you can help ensure that your hard-earned money goes towards supporting genuine sanctuaries that are truly making a difference. Together, we can help protect these incredible animals from exploitation and create a world where they can live free from harm.